I'm not your business partner.
Right.
I'm your wife. Take your business outside, come home and eat food and go to sleep. Are we
You know,
talking
they
about?
have to argue first.
We're talking about marriage and you're telling me vice president and president of what?
You know this.
Yes, please. Thank you. I have been by myself, doing my thing, buying my house, all of those things by myself. And now I'm going to have to take salary because somebody said so. Who? Okay, are we allowed to have some champagne?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What
It's
do you
Friday,
mean?
baby. Everyone can have champagne on Friday.
I guess you worked hard today. I saw you. I saw
always
you
work
working.
hard.
You know, doing your thing.
I always work hard.
Man, it's nice. I saw you doing your thing, living your best life. You know.
Maybe. No work talk after 4 o'clock. It's
Okay.
4 o'clock.
That's for people that have jobs. I
Even
don't
for
know. For me,
today.
it's different.
Even for today.
I have a 7 o'clock meeting. I ain't done. We ain't never done. This is how it is, folks. See, when you want to be with a high level kind of man, it's different conversation.
What? Excuse you. With a high
Woo!
with a high level man. Okay. You
I-
wouldn't have married me if I
Yeah,
wasn't
you're a
a
high
high
level.
level.
You're a high
I
level
know
woman, so I
that.
don't know. I get it. I was just saying, just for the folks that want the life, but they don't
Are
know.
you asking the questions or not?
We were just talking. This is all good stuff too.
I was even going to ask that, like, talk about,
This is how you know he doesn't drink. This is how you know that he does not drink. Sorry, babe.
I was going to say, but you guys started it. I was going to say, like, talk about how, the busy lifestyle.
Yeah,
It's always busy lifestyle.
it is.
Constantly busy. There is no time, that is no like downtime. We have to consciously make a downtime. And that's what I'm here for. I
Yeah,
make the
she
downtime.
do. She makes it downtime.
Yeah.
What you call it? So
Downtime.
you need that, because you need somebody to
Balance it.
balance it.
I think I'm a
But
good
not
balance.
drive me crazy either. She don't drive me crazy. Because some people will be nagging and stuff telling you, oh, why you work all the time? But
She's
you
for
don't do
that.
that.
I know I do.
So, why do you work all the time?
Man, because I want to keep enjoying this lifestyle, man. Like the time freedom, and you work because you want to, because you enjoy what you do. It's not because, oh, it's a job. No, this is my business. I love it. I love educating people. I love doing what I do. So it just keeps me happy. I'm inspiring people. So my clients, I work for them. They're my people that I work for. You know what I mean? So it helps, right? Because
No, but he is genuinely happy doing what he does. Like he loves it. He breathes it, eats it,
that's it.
everything.
Yes.
And so he's
I'm
constantly
surprised
thinking,
you noticed that shit.
Baby, I'm your wife. I do notice everything.
That's true.
Okay, you know nothing miss. Nothing.
Yeah, you don't miss
I
nothing.
don't miss nothing.
Nah, she don't miss nothing.
I watch everything. Okay, I'm like the Hulk. Like I sit here in the shadow.
So, like, what's the first thing you noticed about Douglas, like, when you met him? Or, like, what attracted you to him?
When I met him, I was on holiday in Nigeria, and he was on holiday in Nigeria. This was 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we're both on holiday. Um, what attracted me to him? It was instantly. I don't even know what it was. It was something instant. It was a strong connection for whatever reason. Before he said a word, before I said a word, there was just something very strong. And then as we spoke, obviously found out more. We're from the same place. We have the same last name. Before we even knew what each other did, before I knew his business or what I did for profession, it was just something that was. I think now we know it was from God, right? So yeah. And as soon as we shook hands to say hello, that's it. We never let go. Um, so, but of course, later on, I found out, his work ethic. He's very passionate about insurance, finance, and not just is he like he lives it too. So he doesn't just talk about it. Whatever he's saying, he's doing it. Um, and I was with dating. I mean, that was fine. But as we're trying to get married, I'm thinking, wait, this finance guy is too strict for me. Oh. He's gonna control everything. He's going to control how much we spend, how much I spend. I like to buy nice bags. Who's going to control that? But it works out. It works out. He's not as, he's not that kind of finance guy that you can't spend $1, right? He's not that guy. You have to plan ahead and then you can spend. Plan, and of course, we're both working for it. So work for it, plan, and then you can spend. So it hasn't affected my life. There hasn't been no dramatic change to my lifestyle.
Your lifestyle, huh?
Before marriage and after. I mean, now it's better. Then it was great. Now it's way better.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
It was great. Well, now it's greater.
It's greater.
Yeah.
So like, what's the first thing that attracted you to gym?
Man, you know, the looks, man. As she walked in there, I was like, who is this one? And you know, I like when people, all the guys were looking, and then I become the one that is the king.
This one, his head is swelling. He said the guys
The
were
swag,
looking.
you know, all the other guys wanted,
He
you know,
had
they
no
all,
swag. He stood in one corner. Which swag are you talking about? He had no swag. He just stood in one place and was so he has that thing, and he still does it to today. He stands just cool so that you notice
Yeah.
him.
understand. They
Yeah,
don't,
he don't want
what
to.
am I going to be hustling for?
Yeah, he wasn't trying to hustle. And there was some in that
We
room.
don't do all that.
Of course, it's Nigeria, right? All the rich people and the big guys are sending their
Drivers, their
their
people.
assistants to your table to ask questions. So he felt like King Kong.
We don't need to
But
say
he
no
didn't
more.
have to move from anywhere, right?
No, we don't do that.
Yeah.
So you know, like a lot of people want to, I guess, affiliate themselves with like high network, you know, men, for example, right? Like, what advice do you have for them, or like, what are the things they need to be aware of?
I mean, this high network thing you keep talking about. You have to come with something to the table too, though. It's not high
Right.
network from out. You have to come with something to the table, right?
Right.
Because I don't care how much he said, how much you connected, and how much he fell in love on the first day, and how gorgeous I was. He's an Igbo man, and he likes money, and he's a businessman. If I was in here like Cinderella with nothing to offer, he'll be turned off. I think it's the same thing for me, because even when I was single, if you weren't making more than me, I'm not talking to you. Why are you not making? I'm a woman and I'm making money. What are you sleeping? So I wasn't attracted to anybody who was doing less than me, because I feel like you should inspire me. I want a man that I'm gonna look up to and say, if he's doing that, like, like push me to do better, right? So you can't be a bum and I'm with you. And I feel like it's the same thing for high level men. They don't need your money, but they also don't want you to just expect that anything you want, you have to go to them, right? What are you saying, baby?
No, you're right, you're right. I mean, it's not even just that. It's the fact that, see, what women look for and what guys look for, two different things, you know? So for me, when I was looking for I call it my vice president, because everything is a business at the end of the day. Family business, when you have a company, you'll get a business partner. So I was looking for a business partner because I was running my family business. I was the president and the vice president. I'm looking to hire a vice president that will come in and continue the vision if anything ever happens to me, so they could stop her as a president, right? And she has her own family business, she's the president and the vice president. So she was looking for a president. So you can't, like she said, and when she says stuff like, oh, high net worth people don't looking for, what is the woman bringing to the table? She being a successful woman, she's looking for somebody that will inspire. She's looking for a president. You don't hire, a secretary to run the president position, right? So she was looking for a president, and that's where I come in because, I can inspire her, give her what she's looking for, and she could size that in a few minutes by just talking to me. She knows, okay, this guy, he's the right president.
Today. Please, can somebody hold his head? But can I be honest? That whole vice president thing.
She didn't understand it at first.
It.
She didn't understand it
When
at
you
first.
first said it, I'm like,
That's what it is.
Instant turn off. We're talking about marriage, and you're telling me vice presidents and presidents of what?
But now she gets it.
I mean, now I get it. But then he was just like, wait, what?
They have to argue first.
Because for women, right? When I think we think different from men. When we say
they're used to a certain way in life.
No, it's not just that. When a man says, especially a man in finance, right, says family is a business, right? Instant turn off, at least for me, for women. because we're romantic, like everything for us is romantic, right? The whole getting married, you want to be romantic with your husband and have children.
Am I not romantic?
No, you are absolutely romantic.
Exactly. See?
But I'm saying at the time when you're saying family's a business, for us as
just
a
an
woman's
analogy.
head, yeah, everything is to us is like who wants a? I'm not your business partner.
Right,
I'm
right.
your wife, right? Don't take your business outside. Come home and eat food and go to sleep. Like that's right. But obviously, I understood it later on. The whole concept about the head being the president, the vice president being like
And the children are
and the kids.
employees.
Yeah, it kind of made sense later on. But it takes a bit of an adjustment. It does. It takes a bit of an adjustment
they're
when you're
employees.
saying, okay, we're getting married, and the next thing, yeah, what's my vice president? Wait, what? Of who? Of what?
The family business.
I was so annoyed when he would say that. I'm like, just
She did. Because you're looking at it a different way. You're considering, you're thinking business, but that's not what I mean.
I kept saying, like, take your
But
business out there.
yeah, but now you
Now
know
I
what
get-
I
now I
mean.
know what
Yeah,
you mean,
because
yeah.
at the end of the day, you got to look at it that way. Because if not, you're gonna end up with the wrong person all the time, and that's same for guys. They end up with the wrong person. Because the last thing you want is somebody that will come in that don't understand your vision, your goals, what you're trying to accomplish. And if they're in the business, just like any business, right? You pick up, somebody comes to apply for a job, right? Oh, I could do the job. They give you the nice resume, everything looks good. But then you find out they can't do nothing. It's all lies on the resume. Don't that happen in relationship?
It happens in real life a lot, actually.
See? Their representative come for the interview.
Yeah, it happens.
They act like they have a Rolls Royce, but it's rented.
Well, that too.
So Doc, like, there's a lot of guys that wants to be with a boss lady.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be with a big madam.
Yeah, she's a big madam, huh?
Yes, now.
All these
So,
things.
you know,
Where's the third one?
It's at home. I wasn't showing it to anybody, so I was wearing this long sleeve.
Oh,
This
good.
one's police. Anything I wear. This is missing? How you know what's missing? Focus on your focus.
like, what are the things that guys need to do to, one, attract and keep? That's a keyword, right? Because you can attract, but how do you keep a boss lady?
Well, you gotta be consistent in what you say, and also, boss lady like security. You want to know you got your stuff together. You're doing, and you're not controlling them because they don't want to be controlled because they're already a boss. So you gotta treat them as, the bosses that they are. Remember, they're your vice president. You don't disrespect them. You don't, you both have an understanding that you're doing stuff together. And of course, it's not going to be easy, because boss ladies are stubborn. Like, she's
I
stubborn.
was waiting for him to say that.
Stubborn.
I was waiting for
So you
that.
just gotta pick your battles and decide which one you want to, fight. But I listen. Sometimes she's right. She's right.
I'm always right. I have to correct that analogy. Always, I promise. Even he knows.
So you have to listen to
He
them
knows.
and say, okay, I hear you.
Now he just just allows me to talk, right? Because now
That's
he
the
knows I'm
key.
always right. But the truth is, I'm stubborn. I agree, 100%.
Very,
I'm not
very
gonna argue it.
stubborn.
However, you can't pick and choose what part of the stubborn you like, right?
Right.
My stubborn gets us great results. So when I then have been stubborn and it's not getting results, you can't then say, no, I like that other day of you being stubborn, right? It comes with everything, it works together for good, as the Lord would say, right? So I'm stubborn because I won't take your first response. I'm going to question you, right? I'm not going with the first thing I hear. I'm going to go and research and come back and rebut. I'm going to go back and forth with you. So that's me. And it's helped us in a way, in multiple ways, because
Right.
my husband don't do much research. I research everybody I'll
She
Google
do,
it
yeah.
next person. Anybody I meet, I'm checking you out.
Because and that's the reason I love her, because she's my, like, what they call it, my
Rib.
the eyes in
I'ma
the
tell
back,
you, yeah.
the eyes in the back of
Yeah.
my head. Because
Yes.
before I'm very trusting to people when they screw me, but now she's here to make sure that nobody can just come in and screw me anymore. Because she's making sure she's protecting her family business. See, you need that vice president that understand, that can see the things that you cannot see. Because I can't see everything. I'm busy moving forward. She got to be
That's
the
true.
one making sure, okay, we're good here, we're good there. So yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
that's right.
So let's talk about food.
Food.
Yeah.
Who eats the most.
Yeah, she
Hallelujah.
does. She do. This is on.
We-
Yeah,
And then he's very picky with his food.
yeah. I mean, I healthy, and plus I want to live long and enjoy my
Oh,
life.
see, he's looking sexy. That's
Yes,
down to
see?
me too. See, this is I do all the work. I do all the work. He just fronts like he does the work. I am the one behind the scenes, pushing, like playing that chess, moving shit around.
Yeah.
That's me.
Boss lady.
Boss lady. Like that name.
Well, this guy right here though, that's my best. That's my guy. That's my best friend in this whole entire world. Like we are two peas in a pod. It's like this, like this. You can't move it like that, but tight. This is my guy.
That's chop
Chop
knuckle.
knuckle.
I know you guys travel often, like you guys travel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What are like the places you guys have been to? You know, what are the best or your most memorable experience that you guys have together?
Maldives. You can see it was the proposal. It was relaxing. It was the one time where there was no work being done or whatever, but just chill out. Just lay in bed, go to the pool, and just go eat. That was literally it. And then the surprise on the trip was he proposed to me on that trip. And of course, it's the most memorable day for me because I wasn't expecting it. We had talked about marriage, but I didn't know what. To me, that trip was just for us to get away because of the COVID thing. Things are happening. Let's just get away. So I did know that at some point we're going to discuss, the wedding plans or whatever. But to me, it wasn't that. It wasn't then, right? But yeah, he proposed in the pool. One day at breakfast, and I think I blacked out, so I don't remember exactly what happened. He can tell you the rest because I just see a video of me crying. I don't know what I was saying or whatever. So you can finish it. It's that romantic.
No, because while I was sick at the hospital, was trying to, figure out what I'm gonna do, right? So, she came in and took care of me, took care of my mom, took care of I mean, just doing her thing natural. Like, she didn't even, I'm like, man, what's wrong with you, dude? Because, sometimes you gotta talk to yourself and figure out what you want to do. Like, I'm like, man, I've known her for a while. We're friends and everything. I'm like, this is the woman right here. So I just started, I called my jeweler and ordered the ring. I said, listen, I want the best of the best. How much is it? What's it gonna cost? And they did. They showed me the one. It was a 6-figure income. For some people, a 6-figure ring. It was built. Where is it? Show that thing. Show that.
Yeah.
Show that thing. Show that thing. See that? Because she didn't deserve anything less than that. Also, you make a statement like that. So all the other, guys,
Girls
no, the
no
guys,
guys.
yeah,
Oh, it was
all the
guys were
guys,
chasing away,
yeah, yeah.
not the girls.
So when they see, they know, all right, you better come correct because she can't take a lesser ring than this one, so you better come with some power.
Rate dogs dressing from 1 to 10. Talk about it.
He said, all right, so wait, when it comes to dressing, don't mess with my husband, okay? Because the Douglas before and the Douglas now, the dressing, you cannot compare. You would know from his looks now that there is an advantage of having a wife like me. So I think he looks hot and sexy. I make sure I check everything out. Actually, he will come and say, how do I look in the morning? So if I say it's good, then it's good. So I think his dress is great.
Man, she's a fashion queen, man. She got that on lockdown. She's when she step in, she owns the room, she owns the place, and that's what I wanted. I wanted somebody like that, right? Because what's the point? There's a difference. I'm an Igbo man, raised well. A king wants his queen to always look great. So
Thank you,
she
honey.
look great, she knows her stuff when it comes to fashion, and she also, she has people that she consults and helps with their dressing and stuff. That's
Yeah.
some she don't talk about a lot, but she has private clients that she helps
Yeah.
You know, so if you're out there and you're trying to figure out how to dress up, you got money, and you don't know how to put your clothes together,
Together.
hit her up. She could help you with that. You know, consult and give you some tips. That's what she do best. She knows that stuff. You know, and you can afford her. You know, got money.
Go. That's true though. I'm a fashion consultant
Right.
on the side, so I like to dress good. I think that looking good is good business.
That's right.
I think that first impressions are the longest lasting. And so you never know who you're going to meet. I was always taught that as a child. Dress the part. I don't care if you're going to Safeway. You never know who you're going to meet.
Right.
And so I've always done that growing up. And I just love to look good. And I feel like it makes you feel good inside. Like if you're going through, you can have the roughest day,
Yeah.
but just dressing up and looking good does something to woman's spirit. So I try to help women just sort of build confidence and stuff. And for somebody who's been married before, which and that was me, and getting divorced, I know how women go through phases where you are stuck with the children, you have no husband, you have no support, and you just kind of go downhill from there. So coming from that experience, I know how women need to feel good about themselves after going through certain periods of life, either it's pregnancy, going through a divorce, or just hitting 40. Hitting 40 is a thing. It's a thing, is a thing, is a thing. Okay? You just start feeling unsexy and just unworthy and stuff like that, which I never allowed happen to me. But I
Yeah, I
know.
didn't see you.
Oh, I never felt that, baby. I did not. I was determined not to feel unsexy in any kind of way. Okay? But I have friends who are dealing with that. You know, their body starts changing and stuff like that. So, um, I'm here to help. This the checkered princes. This is what's this for this summer. This is really a thing this summer. So I just threw on this
How you know
stripe
what's for the summer?
because I'm following the trends.
Following the trends?
I don't always buy what everybody's buying. I like to be different. You know, I like this striped shirt, so I'm wearing this combat jeans, a cargo jeans, and then just amaze flats and a deal bag.
Hmm?
Yeah, this we're just going to run errands. So
So this your errand look.
yes.
Okay. So like, who sings in the shower?
You know, none of us sing in the shower. We play music in the shower.
Yeah.
We like the same exact music. He dances.
Oh,
What dances?
Well, every time he dances, I'm cracking up. That's a talent. It's a comedy show. Watch dance with his two left feet is the funniest thing on earth. Okay, he has two left feet. Watching him dance with those will crack you up any day. So that's the comedy. That's hidden talent right there.
so let me about to talk about your love language.
Our love language. I almost feel like we have the same love language. He's a cuddler. We both have the same. We like to touch. We touch each other all the time. We cuddle to bed every single time. Um, I when we're not sleeping and watching a movie, we're cuddled up together. And if I'm not, like I'm doing something and I'm not like lying next to him, he stretches his hand out like where are you kind of thing. Um, and I just crawl underneath it. So we have which
You shower together.
we shower together every morning and night. So I think we have which maybe makes our relationship so unique because we do like these things are just effortless for us, right? We just do this, and actually now I think about it, I don't know many couples that do that. You know what I mean? And so I just feel like it keeps it burning. It keeps the fire burning for us. I think, yeah.
So dog, I know you don't play lottery, but like, if you hit the jackpot, $1 billion, what would you do with it right now?
$1 billion. First, we're gonna grow it though,
Yeah.
for sure. That's gonna go to grow. But I have to also live like I don't have that billion yet, because that's the thing. A lot of times, because you know, if you hit the jackpot, you know, I'll take the full amount though, like the not the payout, because they have the payout or you take the full. So the full amount will probably be like, you know, 600 million or you know whatever, and the government will take the other 400 million. But I know I could double, triple that money as I invested, but I'll keep it still and still act like I didn't have that. and let the money just sit and wait till the right opportunity comes. But sometimes you start living like you have it and then you blow it quickly. So the goal is to make it turn to 6 billion, because once you get the 600 million, then you get 6 bill. But all these things are, once you're ready for it, it's gonna come.
I mean, I'll buy a private jet first before we even tell anybody.
That's
I call it the Asia jet.
the Asia jet.
Yep. Then we'll
Then
go
we
on a
gotta
2 months holiday first, so we can strategize on what to do,
right.
and then can come back and then you
The
can
only
ask
reason,
me again.
yeah, yeah.
So we got that
But we
point.
don't need the private to go on holiday.
The private jet.
Yeah, we don't need to go there. Cause we gotta hire a goddamn pilot. See, like our drivers.
But we can
These people
afford it,
cost me.
baby. It's
Uh,
$1 billion.
After taxes, 600 million.
Okay, that's still you can
It's
buy
still
the
right.
you can buy the jet.
So buy the jet, and they will sell it after a year.
We'll sell it after a year.
Yeah. As you can see, I don't like spending money like
You
that.
don't spend the money.
I'll plan that stuff right.
Yeah.
That jet better be making me some money. A lot of money.
I saw something on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
He said, partnership of a marriage is 50-50. This
Mhm.
woman was saying, she said, he makes the money, she spends it. That's 50-50.
No, that's not 50-50. That's 100-0. That money go quick.
That cracked me up. He said she makes the money, he makes it. She said, so
He
it's
spends
work.
it.
It's working.
It's working hard. I get it.
Okay, let me tell you a little story. This marriage right here, and this experience, and everything that you're seeing, right? It didn't start this way for me personally, right? I was married before. I got married pretty early. I was engaged at 18 and married at 20. And my ex-husband was 13 years older.
Mm.
I have a daughter from that marriage. She'll be 22 this year. But my experience, I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna say nothing negative about my ex-husband, but I will say one thing. That marriage and this marriage right here, they're in two different worlds. I don't know, and I think that God kind of prepared me to meet my husband now. Because my marriage then and my marriage now is like night and day. So what I took from those experiences, that experience and then being in this marriage now, marry your friend. Marry your friend. The life that I live now, everything was an issue in my previous marriage. I could not be me. Now, bringing that to my marriage now, there is zero judgment in my home. Zero. I can be anything I want to be. Douglas will never judge me. He can be anything he wants to be, and I'll never judge him. We laugh about everything. We're on the same exact page on everything. So I think marrying your friend is key. One other thing is two people cannot have the same, well, you're from different families, right? So you grew up this way, the person grew up that way. It takes a bit of adjustment because as cool and as close as we were, I will admit one thing: we didn't have more major arguments. We had a couple, right, in the first year of our marriage. But even at that, the first couple arguments we had, that's because we're from two different environments coming together. I don't care how long you've known the person for, but when you marry somebody, it's different. You can know somebody for 25 years. Once you get married, there's something about that title, once it's said marriage, that turns things around. And everybody feels like you can't talk to me this way. Who are you talking to? Blah, blah. And that was definitely me. Because coming from my ex marriage where I was abused and I had time to heal, I had healed into my own person where I was very guarded. You can't talk to me a certain way. If you say something to me that's a trigger, all of these things were like my trauma from my past experience. Coming in here, he knew everything about my past experience. So he was very careful not to trigger me in any way. But of course, we'll still argue about little things. Even at that, I will still shout, oh, you can't talk to me this way and blah, blah, blah. It's taken a bit of time to adjust. He knows me well. I know him well. So now I know when he says some things, he's not really, it doesn't mean anything by it, right? So now I'm okay with, okay, that's not an insult to me. That is just him talking. But there was always something in my brain about being disrespected because I came from that experience. So any slight thing you would say, I would think you're disrespecting me, and then I'll push back, right? So what I'm trying to say is, you have to know your partner. You have to know them really and truly, and that may take some time.
So, Doc, I have this one for you. How do you handle disagreements?
How do I handle disagreement?
I'm gonna be quiet on that one.
I mean, I listen and then we go through it. We're going to go through the motion. We have to argue about it, because again, remember, it's two bosses in the house. We got to figure it out. And then eventually, the right boss
Wins.
wins.
No,
So, but you have to let somebody, say what they got. You listen. It's very important to listen and hear them out. And then you both come up, to a decision, and it's not about, especially since you have the same goal to have a great relationship, great marriage, you're on the same page. So we're not winning an award by winning the argument. So you got to make sure it makes sense and it benefits the both people. So like I always say, if you're in a business, you don't fight with your business partner and walk away and always shut it down unless if you all don't have a good business relationship, you're going to argue sometimes, right? But then you're going to come back and continue making money together. Same thing with a marriage, you're going to argue about stuff, but we have a goal. The goal is to continue building the family wealth. So we're going to let it, make sure the stuff doesn't affect our situation.
can I tell you something I saw on Instagram that cracked me up? I was rolling on the floor. There's some little man that they use on Instagram as meme. I don't know who that man is, but he's hilarious. Everything they put on that guy is funny as hell. So he's walking around with a torchlight, like a taser, and then he's just doing his work with the thing, and then it says POV. When my partner says he's loved the spark, and they'll taser. So the person was saying they'll taser their partner to get the spark back because we're not going anywhere. Me and you, this is it for life, right? I don't know if we're doing anything special from other couples, but I bring it down to a couple things. A, we're great friends. We're really, really, really good friends. There is nobody I would rather be around in this entire world than him. Even when I go out with my girlfriends, I get bored because he's not there, because only us understand our sign language. Only us understand what we're talking about. Oh, you know what I mean? I'm cool hanging with my friends, but after a while, okay, I'm gonna just go back home to him, and just curl up in bed and just chit chat. We have the things that we say, the things that make us laugh, some things that don't make anybody else laugh, but it's our language, right? So that has helped the spark. I don't know if I know what to keep the fire burning for other people's situation, but I really would say, if you're friends with the person, if you're good friends with your partner, go on dates. We do dates every Sunday. We go to DC, have a nice restaurant, have fine dining. We do that. But even if we don't do that, just laying in bed watching a movie, cuddled up, means so much to me. It means so much to me. Taking the showers, the little things that we do that may not to us mean like anything. We don't know that it's keeping the fire burning, but it is. You know what I mean? So I feel like other couples can find whatever it is they have in common. If you're watching the same movies, he likes action movies where the guns blazing. It wasn't my kind of. I'd rather a thriller before, right? But now I'm into the actions and the guns are blazing, and I'm shouting with him too about whatever just happened in the movie, right? So you have to find a common ground with your partner. You have to find something that you both enjoy, and you do that constantly. And I think that would kind of bring you guys together.
Right. All right. So last question I have: how do you think a couple should handle their finances? Split up together, mixed.
Yeah, so handling your finances as a couple, right? And it's a lot of controversy in that. And my thing is this: like, I like using the whole analogy of a business because I believe that's the way you can see it because the government sees it that way. So my take, and having the conversation with my wife at first, she wasn't feeling that conversation. She didn't like that stuff because people are raised a different way, and people want to, every human being want to be in control of their finances, and I get it, I understand, but I believe where
That's what you always
where
say.
your treasure is, where your heart is.
Oh, kill me.
So my thing is this: as a business, if you're a married couple and you both have a job and you're making income from your jobs, right? When the income comes home, it needs to go into one account, and then from that account, I call that's your family business income account. Now from that account, now you pay each other a salary from that account that will go into your separate bank accounts. Now that salary is what she do, whatever she want to do with her salary, that's fine. Not, I want to do whatever I want. You don't need to ask me any questions. That's my salary. Just like if I'm in business with my business partner, I don't ask him what he's doing with his money. And then we have the rest of the money will be used to pay the family bills. And then after that, the rest of the money will be used to earmark for the future, for the continue to grow the family wealth, maybe for business opportunities or different things. Because now you're able to see everything, instead of couples just hiding. One person has an account with this bank, one have it, oh, this is my, and I've heard people talk about my parents said, don't never show your husband your account, my friend, I've heard all that, but you're not married to your parents anymore, and at the end of the day, if something happens and I'm hiding money and she's hiding money and something happens, then I don't know where she kept the money. She might have kept it at the local bank, but I didn't know she had an account over there. And guess what? When something happens, that local bank keeps the money. And then afterward, they share with the government. So then the family didn't get that. And there's so millions and millions of dollars that is gone to banks and the government that most people don't ever claim. So that's my take on it. And that's how the government takes it too. Family business. They see everybody as a family and they collect. They big collector.
Let me tell you.
But she didn't like this shit, of course.
So when we were arguing about this whole concept, I'm not a finance person, right? He is. So when he brought that up, and I was pushing back, I said, nope, nope, nope. Sharing, putting money in the same account? Are you crazy? How? I just started imagining all the things I want to buy that I've been buying for myself before. And now he's going to control that. So I said, absolutely not. We're not doing that. We went back and forth. And then one day he says to me, I'm fighting over peanuts, meaning that what I'm bringing to the table is peanuts compared to his. And I remember just saying to him, well, that seems to be a problem between you and Jesus. Because I'm okay with my peanuts. I'm not arguing. I just want my peanuts to myself. Okay. So you can have that issue with Jesus about me having peanuts. I'm fine with having peanuts. I want my peanuts to myself. And that should make you happy that I don't want your money. Shouldn't you be happy? I don't want your millions. Take that and go. I'm not arguing about it. I just want my little change to myself. But now, of course, I understand. Now I get the concept, right?
Yeah.
Now I get the concept. But it was a struggle to let go of my control. I have been by myself, doing my thing, buying my house, all of those things by myself. And now I'm going to have to take salary because somebody said so. Who and why? Well,
And
all my questions.
and the thing is, when I said that stuff about the peanut, what I meant was, right? Because a lot of times people forget, and I'm saying I'm bringing this to the picture,
Yeah,
and we're gonna put it all in one account.
yeah,
And you're gonna bring this to the
yeah,
picture and put it.
yeah.
Why are you fighting
And
me?
it wasn't about.
I'm like, why are you
That's
fighting
what
the
he
whole
was saying. He was
conversation?
like,
Like,
I'm coming with
it's
this,
one
coming with this.
thing if it was the other way around, right? And that's, and there's some women that make more than a guy. But I'm not telling you, if you've chosen somebody to be your president, especially for the ladies that make more than men, as long as because you've picked your president. Now you can't worry about, oh, is he making too much? Because you picked them, and maybe hopefully you picked them because you saw that he's gonna help you scale. Because he might have been here right now. Because I remember the women that didn't talk to me when I was broke. They, now they're looking at me now like, shit, you should have talked to him.
But I think that every single parent
Mm-hmm.
who's remarrying
Yeah.
will understand where I'm coming
Right,
from,
right.
or would have had the
I did.
same. You know what I mean? had the same fear or may have the same fear right now.
You want more of this?
Yes, please. Thank you. Third one. I told it's a Friday. Okay.
Good God
So,
Almighty.
I feel like every single parent, Barry, you have to remember that I was a single parent, right? I was taking my daughter through, I wasn't getting support from my ex-husband of no kind of support, right? And so all of the years, it was just my daughter and I. I had promised certain things. Hey, you're going to go through college without any student loan, right? I'm going to make sure that I pay your school fees so that you don't have a student loan. Because here I am trying to be mom and dad and overcompensate, right? So my daughter had to be good. So I've made all these promises prior to me then planning a wedding with Douglas, right? And then he comes in saying, "Oh, all our money in one bucket, and I'm gonna we're gonna give salary." What are you talking about? Salary to who and who? No, she ain't doing that. so I feel like everybody who has been single or who has a child and whatever will feel the same way because you have to protect your children. You have to protect what you already had. You have to protect, but you have to just make sure you're marrying the right person.
Right.
I had known him for many years before then. And yeah, he was doing way better than I was, and I wasn't struggling. But you have to trust the person too. I think that the trust element is what it is
Trust is important.
because from the moment before we got married, we had started saying our children. We weren't saying my child or his child. It was a collective. We as a family, we are children. And so the more I got comfortable with that concept of him accepting my daughter, me accepting his kids as our children, then the fear of what will happen to my kid if I'm not here. Will you protect my kid kind of thing, or him fearing that I wouldn't protect his children. I think that okay, and that comes with time, right? That comes with time,
Right.
and not that comes with just him watching me watching him, and you can't pretend for that sort of thing because you can only pretend for so long. The truth will always come out, right? Your real character towards the person will always come out. So I feel like over a period of time we got it right.
Yeah. So make sure you check out our YouTube page, subscribe, and we'll see you inside. Next one. Send us some questions you might have, and we'll be able to answer, right?
Yeah.